Hey guys, it's Chandra Jesse on Motherless But God. Here we talk about my experiences with being motherless for 20 years. Hey guys, so we are going to jump into this video. My attachment to my microphone broke and I almost didn't make the video again. Like, I have truly been wrestling with making content for Motherless But God. And I have wrestled with the thoughts of not wanting to hurt people, not telling too much, but not telling too little. How do I be authentic, but still hold myself back? And it's like when you are doing something for God, you cannot wrestle with it. You have to trust Him and you have to believe that what comes out of your mouth, if He has led you to do it, He will give you the things to say and He will protect you through it all. So as I move myself out of the way, I just ask that you guys be patient, be kind. And if you are on this motherless journey, then you know that talking about your mother and things that aren't positive is hard. And even if you have your mother here on earth, I am learning that people are dealing with grief even while they have their mother here. There are so many things that we don't talk about. And so I have to bet on myself. So you guys are going to continuously see me in my shirt because whenever I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, I am going to remind myself of all the things that God has said. He told me to bet on myself. He said I can do all things through Him. Okay, He put me first. He said I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So on this journey, I just ask that you be patient with me. I have not been consistent because of wrestling with it, but when God puts it on your heart and He continuously reminds you that you know you have to walk in it. You have to make sure that God gets His glory out of this. So I am learning to allow Him to move and just allow Him to increase in me and I decrease. So I want to call this episode 1. The videos previously have done what they needed to do, but we are starting fresh and starting new. And this is episode 1. And what I want to talk about in episode 1 is basically understanding that your grief journey is different. I grew up with 3 brothers and myself. So I was the baby girl and I have 3 older brothers. And then we still have our dad. I have thought for so long, never really said much to them about it, but I have always felt as though I was an outcast. There were times where I felt like people wanted me to just jump in my mom's shoes when she passed away and do all the things that she was doing. And I was 19 with a child, 6-month-old baby, and I didn't even know how to be a mother to that child, let alone try to help anybody else through what they may have been experiencing or going through. I needed help myself. And because I didn't have the proper tools, I didn't really know about therapy. There were no podcasts. There were no YouTube videos that would help me get through day to day on the void that I was feeling and what I would experience throughout this journey. So for a very long time, I have felt different from my dad and my brothers when it came to grieving the loss of my mother. But now that I'm older, I understand, like, I was the baby and I was her only girl. So my mom and my connection with my mom was different from what her connection was with her sons and her husband. I was the one who she was trying to shape and mold, wanting me to not make the same mistakes that she did, but not being able to truly explain it. She could never explain to me why she was so tough on me, why she was so angry a lot of times. But now that I'm older, I have begun to unlearn and uncover things, and I'm understanding her more as a person. But for so long, I felt like an outcast because it was like we would come around, we would all get together still sometimes. And when mom name was brought up, it would always be in joking manners, like things that we had fun with, which I know you're supposed to enjoy the memories and the good times. But why was I so sad? Why was I feeling like I was stagnant, that I couldn't grow? And I thought that I was crazy. And I just realized, no, I just had my own journey. And I want you all to know that you may feel that way. You may feel like an outcast, and because nobody is open to sharing like the trauma that they truly experienced, and that's okay. But I am here to help with that. We're going to get through. I have come a mighty long way on this journey, and I can't do anything but give God glory for it. But episode 1, that's all I wanted to say, was basically, do not compare your grief journey to your siblings, your father, or whoever. Do not compare it to them. Allow your journey to be your journey. Move how you need to move, but allow God to walk you through it. So that's all I had to say in episode 1 of Motherless but God. And I will see you all on the next Motherless but God, where your girl is truly learning to turn her pain into purpose. Be blessed, y'all.